Imagine this, right? You're caught in a war zone. Bullets flying. Banks are shut down. Cash is just, it's useless.
Yeah, and ATMs, forget about it. They're empty or
Yeah.
maybe just gone.
Exactly. So what do you actually do? It's a horrible thought. But for more people than you might think, the answer isn't what you'd expect. It's crypto. So in this deep dive, we're really unpacking how in places like Ukraine, Gaza, Sudan, parts of Syria, ordinary people, civilians, are using digital currencies.
And not for speculation, right? This isn't about getting rich.
No, not at all. It's purely survival. Buying food, getting access to aid, sometimes even getting across borders.
It's really quite something, an unexpected reality, isn't it? What's fascinating, I think, is how this decentralized money becomes, well, the tool of last resort.
When everything else just collapses.
Precisely. When the traditional systems completely fail. And that presents this unique mix of challenge and opportunity. It's not just about tech adoption. It really says something fundamental about, human resilience.
And maybe about crypto's basic promise. That it can work when centralized stuff just breaks down.
Exactly. Its ability to function right where those systems fail.
Okay, let's unpack that a bit. Because you immediately think, hold on. How do you use crypto without stable internet? In a war zone.
Right. That's the million-dollar question.
And that's where it gets really interesting because these ingenious workarounds have popped up against all odds.
Real-world, gritty solutions.
Like what, specifically?
Well, for instance, people are using what they call offline wallets. Basically, you hold your crypto keys right there on a device, maybe a USB stick,
or even just on paper.
Even on paper, yeah. So you don't need that constant internet connection just to possess your funds.
Okay, that makes sense for holding it, but what about actually using it? Sending it.
Right. Well, the ingenuity extends there, too. We're seeing reports of these peer-to-peer networks emerging, meaning people exchanging crypto directly, person to person, sometimes using just Bluetooth or Wi-Fi direct if they can get a local signal. Imagine like a small community creating its own little ad hoc network.
Wow. Okay.
And get this, some communities are even using SMS-based blockchain tools.
SMS? Like text messages?
Yeah. Turning a basic mobile phone, like a feature phone, into a crypto terminal. The texts go through a gateway that talks to the blockchain.
That's incredible.
There are even some anecdotal stories of transfers via super short-range radio waves. Necessity really is the mother of decentralized invention here. It shows crypto can be this kind of anti-fragile financial layer.
So you've got these really amazing, almost revolutionary applications, lifelines, basically, but there's always a but, isn't there? It gets darker.
Unfortunately, yes. Where there's desperation, there are always scammers.
Yeah. Our sources are highlighting a pretty significant problem. Fake aid groups, asking for crypto donations, preying on people's emotions worldwide.
It's a really devastating consequence. It shows that dual nature, but also, the almost unregulated frontier that crypto operates in, especially in these extreme situations.
So what kind of scams?
Well, there are things like rug pulls. Developers create a new crypto project. Maybe they brand it as some kind of humanitarian token.
Okay.
And then suddenly, poof, they vanish, abandon the project and run off with all the investors' or donors' money.
And unlike a bank.
Exactly. Once that crypto is gone, it's gone. No refunds, no central authority to complain to, basically nowhere to chase that money. It's fertile ground for exploitation. Victims have absolutely no recourse.
So, wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you listening? Is crypto in these situations a revolutionary solution? Or is it just, I don't know, a digital mirage?
Well,
from what we've seen, it feels like it's definitely both, doesn't it?
It really does.
Think about it. For a refugee, maybe escaping with a USB wallet hidden somewhere, holding their last few dollars, crypto is hope. Is food, medicine, maybe freedom.
A genuine lifeline.
But then for a warlord, someone wanting to launder funds for weapons, using those same anonymous, decentralized rails. It's pure opportunity, untraceable.
Yeah. And connecting that to the bigger picture, it leaves us with a really important question for you to think about. How do these decentralized tools designed for freedom, for resilience, for bypassing oppressive systems, how do they simultaneously create these pathways for exploitation?
Right. And anonymity for illicit activity.
Making them both this powerful lifeline and also a really dangerous landmine. It's a paradox, and it's something that continues to shape how we understand digital finance in these extreme circumstances.